Hey everyone, it's Xant. So, there have been some announcements over the last 48 hours for GBGW, and I wasn't planning on covering them, considering they were itty bitty tidbits and I had more or less already talked about them. That is, until these images dropped. So, let's talk about these upcoming Sokai Suit banners and the developer letter for version 2.0 that still hasn't been translated, shall we? I'll make it bite sized, real quick. Now, this isn't going to be a normal I'm going to talk about these suits video because they haven't actually been properly announced yet, no pilots or anything. I'm going to wait until Sunday for the announcement before diving too deep, in case they get delayed like the Sandrock was with the moon. Now, the banners of Burning, also known as God Gundam, and the Denali Gundam, right there. Fiora, the bot that lives in my Discord, adds the date the image was placed under on the developer side. So far, this has been extremely accurate, and the date shows when, in JST, the banner or image shows up in-game as an asset. In this case, in the bottom right corner of each image, it shows their plan to be implemented on the 29th of this month, which is a bit early in the week for a banner change. However, this entire month has been really weird in terms of order. So perhaps we'll see just standalone Sokai banners or something? I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see on that front. Now, the developer letter. First, it confirms that the 2.0 update will be coming this summer, and gives us some more info about the 6-star content. Here, you can see the tune-up chips we'll be needing to collect. Next, down here, it shows that the max level goes to 99, and it further highlights you need to level the EX or trait to max. I assume for each level of trait or EX you get one more level past 90, as it comes out of the box at EX1 and then you have to level up 9 times to get to max, so it just kind of makes sense. The stat gain is also crazy, and this also shows an extra mark slot is going to be added to all parts. Like guaranteed, 4-star to 5-star gets the 1 mark, and then 5-star to 6-star, so it just makes sense that everything else would get the extra as well. Now, before you start worrying about only new content being able to tune up to 6-star, other concerns, when this first came out, these images were cycling around. I was on Discord, some people had showed me some Reddit comments, and people were worried and straight up just fear-mongering. Bandai is going to add natural 5-stars, and those are the only things that can tune up to this, and I get it. A lot of people have less than favorable views on them right now, especially after the new Xeon. But in the video I did a couple of days ago, where I had the community manager's confirmation for a lot of stuff, he did say that all current parts in the game can go to 6-star. It's just another thing to tune up into. You don't need to have specific parts for it or anything. It's everything. You just have to grind the materials, obviously. Now, I find that nice, and obviously the stat gain's crazy. The next parts, though, is kind of where it gets a little out of hand, I guess is the best way to put it. So it shows that we can change the appearance while keeping the stats, transmog. However, there are obvious catches involved in this, down here. First off, the weapon types have to match. So you can't make your beam rifle look like a, sniper rifle. You can't make your beam sword look like a heat hawk, things like that, right? But as well, EX skills are tied to part appearance. So if you change what your part looks like, you can only use the EX skill, the part that's front facing. So if you have the Strike Noir back and you replace it with the new Gundam's funnel backpack, you can only use the new funnels. You couldn't use the Strike Noir's EX skill, right? It's whatever's front facing. And that's because animations are tied to the EX skill, and I can already see a lot of things breaking if they try changing that around. Now, down here, I said something in my last video where I said maybe we'll be able to change word tags because that would be pretty friggin' cool. And that's exactly what they have confirmed here. We can freely choose between word tags as long as the 2 chosen are unique. So you don't get to pick close combat twice. Smartass. This means that practically any part with one good word tag is viable, as it can be used as transmog material for the tag, the trait, EX, whatever. However, there is a little subnote at the end here. And what it says is an unannounced strengthening factor must be met for replacement to be possible. I have no idea what that means. We're gonna have to wait and see. But it's cool. And since we can upgrade pilots to 6-star, maybe we'll be able to do the same with them as well. Like a pilot with a stat pool, swap word tags, and trait. It makes sense, but do remember that pilots still don't even have access to marks. So I'm curious if we're going to get this feature for pilots as well, or if pilots can just be upgraded to 6-star for the stat gain. Again, we're just going to have to sit on our thumbs and wait. Now, here's the cool thing. They wrap up here at the very end. They're saying there's going to be a really nice, lavish campaign coming to commemorate the update and anniversary of the game. July 1st. That's what they have here. July the 1st is when they're going to make an announcement about that. So I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for that. And when it comes down, I will make sure to make a video talking about it for you guys. God knows how long it'll take for them to translate it. Well, I'm excited. Free word tag selection, transmog. These things will breathe new life into the game, and the meta and casuals all across the board. Obviously, there's a lot of concerns. It's going to completely break game balance because now everyone can have the best stuff all the time because you're no longer limited by word tags. But remember, we don't know how scarce the parts, or materials I should say, to upgrade to 6-star are going to be. We don't know all the other costs involved. We don't know what the requirements are for transmog parts because there's an unannounced strengthening factor that's a requirement. So before you start, fear-mongering, just be patient. It's an odd concept, I know, but we only have a few days to wait before they make an official announcement about all this. So, just wait a little bit. Well, I guess my only real concern with this is if I use a transmog part, so I have a part that's 6-star and I select another part to put in, do I lose the other part? Do both of them need to be 6-star? No idea. They obviously don't really talk about it here. So anyways, I'm going to stop my rambling. I hope you enjoyed this real short video. Peace out, guys, and I will see you in the next one.